Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today I present you the first mission of the Piercing Fury campaign in DCS 2.5. I thought after the last big update I will give this campaign another go and see if the missions are still working. In the first mission of this campaign, it is all about familiarization with the terrain, the fobs, and other locations. I decided not to cut out the startup sequence or the transits between the waypoints in this mission, so you can get a nice overview of the mission area as well. Also, the voiceovers in this campaign are outstanding, and it would be a shame to miss anything of that. Well, without any further delay, let's just jump into the cockpit and get started. Oh, and by the way, it's been a while since I flew the A-10, so I guess I will do mistakes, but just bear with me, I will get better. I promise. Alright. After a long time, back again in the A-10.
Hawk Flight, this is Whiplash 1. Welcome to the AO. We've had a busy couple of weeks. Glad we got some hogs from the Rock to join the party. The terrain isn't too different to what you're used to in Korea. One big difference here, no target practice, fellas. We roll locked and loaded at all times. The AO is extremely hot, and I will be tasking you guys heavily in the coming days, weeks, and months. You'll be earning your combat pay, gents. Get started up and get airborne following your assigned flight plan. Today's sortie will be your introduction to the AO. I'll be providing information along the route to get you acquainted with your new home. We have several Special Forces teams operating in the region. Be prepared to support ground troops if called upon. Stay frosty. Whiplash out.
Okay, so the first mission of the Piercing Fury campaign.
Ensure you tune your VHF AM and FM radios according to the pre-flight brief RXO. VHF AM 135 MHz for air-to-air and fire direction center communications. VHF FM 33 MHz for ground operations communications.
Okay, so first of all, we will stay at the frequency 134.000 MHz for the Kutaisi airfield. We will try to call that now.
Hawk Flight, Whiplash 1. Due to the various threats in the region and the persistent threat of ground-to-air missile threats at our air bases in the AO, we have additional security and quick reaction forces post out 5 to 6 clicks from the airfield during flight operations. We call this posting the SAM footprints, or just footprints for short. These security forces, military police, and other combat units consists of static posts, road checkpoints, entry control points, mobile patrols, and quick reaction force patrols to secure a perimeter and sweep the Kutaisi AO for enemy threats.
Altitude.
Some situations, depending on intel, we task helo patrols to assist with reconnaissance and QRF capabilities for additional support. Ensure you contact the command post before takeoff and when inbound to Kutaisi to get a status of the footprints. We don't want you hogs taking a man-pad hit while on takeoff or approach to Kutaisi. Whiplash 1 out.
Okay, so what I do here is first of all set the bomb regulations and most importantly the radar altimeter tape. So you get a nice little radar altimeter tape in your HUD when you go below 1,500 feet above ground. The DSMS did not load. So let's try to do this manually then. Load. Load all. Why don't you want to load? Oh, I am afraid this is a bug I've read about in the forums. So the GSMS won't load. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, now we have a dot. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so maybe I was just stupid. Which is definitely a possibility. Okay, the iron is still aligning. That's good. So we just have to wait here, and we can use this time to get a SAM footprint.
Center 9, Hog 1, Flight of 4810, we're starting up at Katasi. What is the status of the SAM footprints at Katasi, sir?
Hog 1, Defender 9. Footprints are being posted at this time. Give us 5 mics for a sit rep. Defender 9 out.
Defender 9, Hog 1, roger that. Stand by for sit rep. Hog 1 out.
Okay, let's check the flaps. Full flaps. One notch up. Okay, let's check the air brakes. Fully extended. And fully retracted. Okay, that seems to work fine. So, we are planning to land back at Kutaisi. So we set the altimeter to 0. We can take the time, check for Takan, and damn it, I have to change these settings. I don't want to see anything on the map here. Okay, Takan is 44, and the ILS is 109.75. Okay, so 44 and 109.75. So if we want to head back, I've already set that. Makes it easier. Those wheels steering on. And as soon as the INS is aligned, we're good to go. Yeah, like I said, I haven't flown the A10 in a while, so bear with me. This is just the first mission. Should be a familiarization with the terrain. But you never know what happens. Always be prepared. Yeah, the aligning process, like in nearly any other aircraft, has taken a while. I think in the Mirage, if you do the full alignment circle, it takes around 8 minutes. If you don't put in coordinates manually to shorten the process, but we are good to go now. Activate the EGI and the EAC, and we're good to go. So let's try this with the ATC again.
Kutaisi, Hog 1-1, request startup.
Didn't work in the first place.
Hog 1-1,
There we go.
Kutaisi, cleared for startup, wind 262 at 6 meters per second.
Kutaisi, Hog 1-1, request taxi to runway.
Hog 1-1, Kutaisi, cleared a taxi to runway 26.
Oh, runway 26. Normally they are sending it to runway 08 or 26. That means we have to go to the left to the end of the runway. Let's start taxiing.
1, Defender 9. Footprints posted. Katasi AO swept and secure. Good luck, gentlemen. Defender 9 out.
Alright, so we are good to go.
Defender 9, Hog 1, Tango for the information. You guys stay safe out there. Hog 1 out.
So we don't run into any SAMs on takeoff. Well, this damn AI, they take a whole lot of time for taxing. Well, we'll bear with them. We can do a pre-flight checkup. Alright, we will set our mirrors. Let's check from the left to the right. Everything's looking good. Fuel pumps are on. Anti-skid is on. Flaps are at 10. Weapons off. TGP is on. Landing lights on. Altimeter is set to 0. Plenty of fuel. Everything is looking fine here. That's set to nav. Well, I guess we're good to go. Let's switch up, put up the pitot heat first. Guess our friends, yeah, they just arrived there. Well then, let's ask for takeoff
Dasi,
permission.
Hog 1-1, request takeoff.
Heat 1-1, Kataisi, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.79.
Okay, let's line up with the runway. We do a short engine test. Seems. Take a look if everything's in the green. Throttle up to 80%. Keep an eye for any anomalies. Well, everything's looking good. So release brakes, full thrust. Nose wheel steering off. And at around 140 knots we'll start to rotate. Pull back the stick and we're airborne. Gear up. And we're far above 160 knots, so flaps up. To the next waypoint. Just gain some altitude.
Hog flight, one is wheels up. Orbit waypoint 1 until we are all formed up.
So, guess that's what we will do.
2 copies.
Head to waypoint.
3 copies.
Yeah, we're just
4
right behind
copies.
us, so we'll just orbit here, gain some altitude, wait for our buddies to form up.
Rolling. 2 wheels up.
And trim the aircraft.
4, wheels up. 2, rejoin.
Hog flight, set your course to waypoint 2, climb to Angels 9, 215 knots.
Alright then, first we change our
2 copies all.
135.
3 copies.
Waypoint
3,
2.
rejoin.
4 copies.
Rejoin.
Okay, if you can see on the left side on the TAD, just want to get back to the flight path, not directly because the next turn would be a little bit sharp. Okay, well then, let's tell our flight to close the
Flight,
formation.
close formation.
3, copy.
So, let's see if we can reach the 9,000 feet. We won't be able to reach the 215 knots right now. That's not that bad because nobody's still have to reach us. So it's not that bad that we're a little bit slower. And turn left at the next waypoint. And I miscalculated that a little bit. Yeah, you see. It's been a while. So the waypoint is on the other side. Well above 9,000 feet. And to get back on our flight path, turn a little bit more. Descend a little bit. Decelerate a little bit so we don't get too fast. Well, let's get down to 9,000 feet.
Hog Flight Whiplash 1. Off to your 3 o'clock position, you should see 4 times Humvee gun trucks on the main road heading southwest. Your call sign is Romeo 5. They should be popping 3 green flares in 5 seconds for identification. The roadway these troops are on is called Major Supply Route Tampa, or MSR Tampa for short. MSR Tampa is a major strategic and logistics route in the AO. Tampa runs from Kutaisi to Seuss to Cap Moto. All this time, all MSRs are condition black, meaning imminent danger, and they are closed for ground transport unless specially authorized by command. I have a Kiowa gunship overwatching the military police team to Kutaisi. MPs in the region conduct operations called ASO Recon, short for Area Security Operations Reconnaissance, on a daily basis. They sweep the MSRs for IEDs, VBIEDs, enemy forces, and conduct recon in preparation for upcoming convoys and other ground transport. On a side note, since you guys have arrived in theater, many of the OEF and OIF military police veterans have been ecstatic. They know what kind of direct casts you guys can provide, and it makes them feel a little better about constantly going outside the wire. I'm sure you won't let us down. Continue on your flight path. Whiplash 1 out. Hog Flight Whiplash 1. Off to your 3 o'clock position, we have FOB Suze. Suze is our headquarters in the AO. Suze contains command and control assets, indirect fire support, medical facilities, and helicopter operations for the AO. She houses approximately 1,500 coalition forces. Many of the direct action raids, ground operations, and other SF operations are staged from good old Suze. On the northwest corner of Suze, we have Theater Interment Facility Cropper, or TIF for short. We have approximately 2,500 detainees currently at Cropper. We are at capacity and will be moving detainees to other coalition locations in the coming months. Suze has been under indirect and direct attack since she was opened in April of 2015. Since I have you hogs in the AO, you will be assisting with CAS in the future to take some of the pressure off of Suze ground defenses. Continue on your flight plan. Whiplash 1 out.
So what do you think about the AO so far?
Looks a lot like the Rock, minus the rice fields. It looks like a beautiful place, though.
Yeah, I hear ya. Pretty place. But it's filled with a lot of scum we chased out of Iraq and Afghanistan. I can't believe the speed at which they organized it took over the region. They got a lot of financial backing. For every insurgent we kill, they recruit 2 more. It's gonna be a long fight.
Yeah, man, I hear that. I kind of been thinking about that a lot lately. What the world's gonna look like in 20 years. And what kind of life our children are gonna have. I'm ready to fight to keep it safe for them.
Well, that's why we're here, Magic. Give them all we got, and beat them down until they give up permanently, or all exterminated. I don't want my kids having to deal with this scum in their lifetime.
Hell yeah, roger that. I hear you, clear and smear. That's what the hell I'm talking about.
You like that line, don't you?
Hell yeah. I remember the first time you said that to me. We were at my house up in Osan, right after 5 was finished up in Ammo Bowl. That was an epic night. Frick, dude, I had a hangover after that.
Hell yeah, it was. Good times, brother. Good times.
Hoorah, brother.
You boys and your ammo bowls. I don't see the fun in sharing a gallon of soju and Kool-Aid with everyone.
Now, 3. Don't hate it till you try it.
Oh, I'm not hating on it. I'd just rather have it all to myself rather than share. Plus, you're telling me that out of the 5 of you drinking through straws, not one person is going to accidentally backwash? No thanks.
Roger that.
Yeah, a little bit of chit-chat. Damn, DCS 2.5 is looking awesome. If there just weren't those freezes. Just noticed them after the last update.
4. Your first combat sortie in the hog. Can you handle it?
Are you kidding me? I was born for this. Try landing a C-130 on a dirt runway while taking machine gun fire in pitch black darkness. Hell, I feel safe and cozy in this titanium shell around me. Gotta love the hog.
I hear ya. Glad to have you aboard.
Okay, so this seems like a forwarded operational base. Some units on the clearing there. Alright. We nearly reached our next waypoint.
Hawk Flight Whiplash 1. Off to your 3 o'clock position, we have Combat Outpost Moto, or COP Moto for short. COP Moto provides ISR, overwatch, indirect fire support, and limited helicopter operations for the north and east sectors of the AO. The 3rd Infantry Division and 43rd Military Police Brigade called Moto home. We also have a listening post, observation post, or LPOP for short, 2.8 kilometers northeast of Moto. Their call sign is Lima 7, and they are used primarily for early warning and intelligence gathering capabilities. Make yourself familiar with the terrain in and around Cop Moto. I'm sure you'll be called upon in the future to support operations in this area. Continue on your flight plan. Whiplash 1 out.
If I see that correctly, that looks like some Chinooks landing on the fob there. Whatever that's supposed to mark. Well then, turning right to the next waypoint. Nice sightseeing flight. VHF 135 from VHF FM 330. 330 and 1350, yeah. So everything's fine. asking us to check that. I will just in case, you never know. I have a bad feeling about this. So, 19 miles and 4 minutes to the next waypoint. Till now, everything's fine. Maybe too fine. I don't know.
Attention on the net, attention on the net. This is Foxtrot Delta. Fire mission Zulu 431, commencing in 2 mics, break. Enemy targets located in grid zone Lima Mike 5-6. Copy, Eagles Nest Arty is engaging, break. Clear sectors Lima Mike 5-6, Lima Mike 6-6, and Lima Mike 6-5 of all air assets. No need to acknowledge, Foxtrot Delta out.
So let's check on the map. Bob. Where can we see these grids? Is it here? Oh well. Let's just hope that our way is not bringing us into these areas. Because right now I have no idea how to check where the grids Lima Mike 5-6, 6-6 and 6-5 are. I had hoped that it's in the F10 map, but I mean there is Lima Mike, but yeah. Ah, Lima Mike 7-6. This is 6-6. Yeah, okay, we will go around that. This is 5-6 and this is 6-5. Okay, so we have to go around here. Yeah, we're right on the edge. We should be fine. Let's take the target pots. Ah. I hate the slow slewing. Let's change that. Status next stick. Set that to 1. Okay, let's do that differently. Just do a mark point here. Switch to that.
Hog Flight Whiplash 1. Off to your 3 o'clock position, we have Combat Outpost Eagle's Nest, or COP Eagle's Nest for short. COP Eagle's Nest provides ISR, Overwatch, indirect fire support, and limited helicopter operations for the south and east sectors of the AO. COP Eagle's Nest is the highest COP in the AOR, providing excellent ISR and indirect fire support for the AO. The 3rd Infantry Division and 10th Mountain Division call Eagle's Nest home. As we speak, Eagle's Nest is providing artillery fire for enemy locations northwest of their location. Like Moto, make yourself familiar with the terrain in and around COP Eagle's Nest. More knowledge, the better. Continue on your flight plan. Whiplash 1 out.
Alright. Let's continue with the flight plan. Turn right here. So I guess that's the artillery firing.
Attention on the net, this is Rodeo 4-5, requesting any fixed wing with 500 plus pounders available for tasking. Come up on the net with call sign and location. Rodeo 4-5 standing by.
That sounds like action.
Hog flight, let's anchor here. Time for some action.
2 copies. Anchoring here.
Left turn.
3 copies.
And just anchor here.
4 copies.
Rodeo 4-5, this is Hog 1-1. Flight of 4. Location, 9 clicks south of 5 Eagles Nest, heading 260. Got a few GBUs itching for a ride to target. Send your traffic.
Hog flight, Rodeo 4-5. About time you boys made it to the AO. Doesn't feel quite like a war without hearing the singing of your 30 mics at the party. Anywho, back to business. I have a Type 3 CAS request on a warehouse factory structure at my pause. Break. We conducted a raid on this IED factory earlier. It's booby-trapped from floor to ceiling. Pretty hairy gunfight, but it's time to put this factory to rest. I don't want to risk a catastrophic injury to my team defusing this mess, so, you up for the task?
Hell yeah.
Romeo 4-5, hell yeah. Send your traffic.
I like this guy. So let's write down the coordinates.
Type 3, bomb on coordinate, GBU 12, self-lays on target, 10-digit grids to define a linear target, advise when ready for 9 line.
Yeah, come on, give me the line.
Ready for 9 line. Send it.
Waypoint 6, 290, elevation 702 feet, warehouse building structure, Lima Mike 19797, 59710. Mark, red smoke on the deck. Friendlies egressing north and south 800 meters. Egress back to waypoint 6. Advise when ready for remarks.
Okay, let's call this one TGT for target. Let's switch to UTM. Clear that. Lima Mike 19797 59710. Sick. Alright, let's put this to mission. Take a look at this. And there's our TGT, target point. Okay, it's behind this hill there. We want JBU 12, so we will give him one. And now let's hear the remarks.
Ready for remarks.
Final attack heading 275 to 295. Friendlies egressing to hold points at this time.
275 to 295.
Rodeo 4-5, Hog 1-1. Elevation 702 feet. Lima Mike 19797 59710. Warehouse building structure marked with red smoke. Final attack headings 275 to 295. Friendlies egress into all points at this time.
Hog 1-1, good readback. We're falling back from target AO at this time. Cleared to engage in 120 seconds.
Rodeo 4-5, good readback. Visual on mark and target. Commencing engagement. TOT, approximately 120 Sierras.
Okay, let's arm our weapons. Get in there. Let's check our heading. We have to attack from a heading 275. Well, okay. Let's get in there. Profile. Let's do this differently. Profile. JView 12. Activate profile. That's looking better. So what are our options here again? Additional red smoke. Nah, we won't need that. At least I hope we don't need that. Okay, we have to turn a little bit more to the left to be able to see better. Well, I see the smoke. Okay, let's turn in. Okay, I have visual on the smoke. Yeah, the heading is not perfect, but that will do. Just have to be precise enough. So, this complex, there's the building he wants to get destroyed. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, I love it after the update. The TGP, the Fleur mode is really working great. especially when you're trying to find some tanks. They really improved that one. That was a real pain in the ass in the last few months. Okay, so we will just wait for the countdown. Then we will bring them the good news. There we go, 20 seconds. And pick up. We won't use the auto lace, I just lace manually. I have set the JBUG auto lace, so the laser should be activated 15 seconds before impact, but let's just do it this way. And shack. This building's done
Hog
for.
1-1, Rodeo 4-5. Big boom. Good hits on target. BDA target neutralized. Thanks for the help, boys. Rodeo 4-5 out.
Okay, I guess I will add to waypoint 9 then.
Hog Flight, Whiplash 1. Alright, Hogs, good work. RTB. I will meet with you in the AAR. You boys may be accustomed to soju. We don't have any of that here in the AO, but we do have some good old near beer. If you like. Whiplash 1 out.
Near beer. Blah. Okay, so once we have aligned ourselves with the next waypoint, we will get our footprints for the AO. Okay, so weapons safe. Don't need those anymore. Yeah, and I think I will just tell my guys to RTB.
Flight, RTB.
And 1, 3, 4. ATC, Kataisi.
Kudasi, Hog 1-1, inbound.
Warning, autopilot.
Hog 1-1, Kataisi, fly heading 2747, QFE 29.79, runway 26, to
Okay.
present altitude.
You say so, buddy.
Hog 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower.
Yeah, no. Let's do a left turn. Get out some air brakes. Reduce some altitude. To have a slightly better approach. Because this won't work like this. thing is the air brakes really help you out. Well, let's extend them to the max. Well, let's say let's get down to 3,000 feet. Should be alright for an approach. Okay, you have to drop below 190 knots to be able to safely extend the flaps. First notch of flaps, a little bit of air brake. Air brakes in, gear down, flaps full. Now we are still pretty heavy, we are nearly fully fueled, still have a lot of ordnance, so I don't want to drop below 140 knots. Typically you would, land at around 120 knots, not more. But with the payload we have, and the fuel we have, I guess it's better to keep it a little bit faster. The runway's long enough, shouldn't be a problem. Nice little visual approach. Hope my wingman won't try to kill me, because that's a pretty common problem. That your wingmans just don't give a crap about you trying to land. They will just ram you if they have to.
Kudasi, Hog 1-1, request landing.
1-1, Kutaisi, cleared to land, runway 26, wind 262, at 6 meters per second.
We're a little bit high. But it's fine. And there goes the radar altimeter. 1,000 feet above. That's good.
Altitude, altitude.
Oh, don't scare me like that. Throttle to idle. Begin the flare. Oop. A little bounce there. Nothing too serious. Airbags out. Manual braking. And that's it. We're down. Let's clean up the airplane. Activate nose wheel steering. And we will vacate the runway to the right.
Hawk 1-1, taxi to parking area.
For anyone wondering, using the A10, shortly after landing, you will get a master caution warning for a short amount of time. And on the right MFCD, I think you will get a little smaller warning. And you see the little blinking thing next to the waypoint on the right MFCD. That's the flight recording data is being downloaded, so it can be extracted by the crew chief after landing. And so the CDU is not getting any data for a short amount of time, I think, and that's why it's causing a warning. Oh, buddy, there. There it is. And that's it. Download complete. Everything's fine. Yeah, let's just park next to this. What is this? Is this a Hercules? I don't know. Not so familiar with the American airplanes. But I think it's a C-130. We will park a little bit differently. We'll try to get the airplane the right way around, so we'll be ready for action. And stop here. Okay, so let's start to shut the systems down. I know. Yeah, we didn't use ILS or TACAN. The weather's good enough for a visual approach. Let's start shutting down the engines. First the left engine. And then the right engine. Do some fuel pumps. Oh, come on. Caged. Alright, then. Switch off the radios. Don't need them anymore. The pitot heat is still on. Switch that off. The CDU. Generators. And I guess that's it. Now we just have to shut off the inverter, the battery switch, open the canopy. And welcome back. You can extend the ladder if you want to. And that's it. Mission complete. One building destroyed. Nice overview over the AO. I'm pretty excited for the next mission. So I hope you enjoyed. A pretty relaxed one. And like always, I wish you many happy landings.